What's up, man? So look, in this video, I'm getting ready to explain exactly what I did to go from fat to jack, as you see in the thumbnail. So the number one thing you got to do is really make your mind up. Like, you can't go in it playing. Like, you got to be in so much pain and so frustrated with your situation that you don't let nothing stop you. That's the main thing. People go into it kind of wanting it. It'd be cool if it happened. No, it gotta happen, and you gotta make your mind up. Cause other than that, you gonna fail. Trust me, I don't failed a lot of times trying to get back in shape. So really wrap your mind around the pain. Are you in that much pain to where you cool with just staying how you are, or is it unbearable for you? Cause it started to be unbearable for me. Like, as you see, I got up to 260, and I was a totally different person. Like, lazy, no ambition, just drive in the dirt, testosterone in the dirt, everything that you can think of, and probably the situation you in now, I was feeling it, and I was just done with it. So I really just wrapped my mind around it. A few things I explained, a few things that kind of got me. Again, I was always in shape younger. I just fell off the older I got. But then my daughter, she 8 years old, so it got to the point where I started embarrassing her. So it was to the point where I go to her school, pick her up, I wait outside the school like all the other parents. She started asking like, "Hey, Dad, you can just sit in the car. I'll get in the car." That was the first thing. I'm like, dang. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Even though I didn't do it, I still went out there and waited on her. Then I know y'all all heard of the Big Back song the little kids be singing. She started singing that to me on the regular. I'm like, oh nah, hell nah. I'm like, all right, I got you, baby. I'm about to jump on it. That wasn't the main thing that got me. I mean, it kind of was, but it was really me. Like, I did it for my baby, but I also did it for myself more than anything. So that's number one. Really wrap your mind around the pain that you're going through, the suffering on a daily basis that make you not even want to go forward in life with anything because you overweight and your drive is in the fucking dirt. So that's number one. So I just broke my mic trying to get some workout footage for this video, but it is what it is. I still need to post this anyway. So number two is gonna be your macros. That's your fats, protein, carbs. So you gotta find your number on what you need to where you're in the deficit. It's a million videos, Google, it's a lot of ways to learn that. If you need help, you could DM me on Instagram at Becoming God Tier, the same as my YouTube channel. You can follow me on Instagram, shoot me a DM, I help you out with that. But you gotta find your macros, because your nutrition is gonna be everything. It's not so much of the working out that's gonna get you your results. That's a piece of it, but the main thing is your nutrition. So for me, I started at 200 fat, 200, no, sorry, my bad, y'all. 200 carbs, 200 protein, and about 80 to 90 fat. I don't remember, it's been a minute now. So I got those numbers and I hit those every single day, no matter what. And I weighed myself every Saturday morning. So I rolled those numbers out until I stopped seeing results. That's all you really do. It's a numbers game. You find your numbers and you you hit those certain numbers eating every day, and you weigh yourself weekly until you stop seeing the results. Then you make adjustments. My first adjustment was from 200 carbs to 150 carbs. Now, some people, they might have dropped to 175 carb. But like I said, I wanted it so bad, I didn't have no problem dropping the number. I said, fuck it. I went all in. 150 carbs, 200 protein, and I still kept it, let's just say 80 fat, because I don't remember if it was 80 or 90. Rolled that out for a while until I didn't see no more results. Stopped seeing results with that. Knocked the carbs down 50 more. So now I'm at 100 carbs, 80 fat, 200 protein. Did that for a while, actually. Now that when I dropped that low in my carbs is when I started to see the results. I started to notice more, my abs started to kind of pop. I started to see more definition in my arms, my upper body, basically. That's where I hold the least amount of fat in my upper body. So my upper row of abs, chest, shoulders, arms, all of that started to get more definition, veins, stuff like that. And I rode that all the way down for a while, actually. I want to say maybe about 2.5 months. I kept it at that number. Then once it kind of slowed down on results, then I lowered my fat. I went from 80 to 60. I lowered it by 20. And scale started moving again. And I rode that out as long as I'm still kind of on that here and there, but that's another video. I'll get into specific diet later. But yeah, that's all it is. Get your macros down pat and follow those numbers daily. Don't miss. You got to stay on track with that because the nutrition is going to be everything. So that's 2. All right, so number 3 is going to be your workouts. So you got your weight training and you got your cardio. So for me, I did push-pull legs, just the basic setup, nothing special with that. And I went 5 to 6 days a week. The majority of the time in the beginning was 6 days because like I said, I wanted it so bad. And the days I didn't go to the gym, I felt like I was slacking. So I do my push-pull legs and then I start over. Push-pull legs and then I rest. And I did that for the longest. So get you a solid workout. Don't slack in the gym. You don't gotta go overboard. I spent maybe an hour to an hour and 15 minutes in the gym, depending on if I did a little cardio. I'll get to the cardio next. But depending on if I added that in, I'll be in there roughly an hour and 15 minutes. If you in there anything past, I say an hour or hour 15, depending on your cardio setup, you doing too much. You bullshitting, or you either trying to do too much. It's one or the other. If you really in there hitting it hard and you got your plan laid out, you shouldn't be in there that long. You can't be in there texting and bullshitting, sitting on the bench, talking to people, playing around. Get in there and get that shit done and get up out of there. Now again, on the days that I did add my cardio in, I'll do that before my workout. I just get a nice little walk, nothing crazy. I never ran or nothing like that. I get a nice little walk on the incline for maybe I think I started at 10 minutes and I got up to maybe 20 because that really wasn't my real source of cardio. I'll get into that next. But yeah, that's gonna be your main thing. You can do push-pull legs, you can do back, chest, you can do your arm day, however you want to break it down. Just make sure you got your workout set and make sure you slowly, progressively overload in about a week or 2 weeks, however it is for you. Everybody different, but you should be getting stronger. Now with the cardio, for me personally, I hate cardio. It's a part of the game, so I get it done. But I'll say this, I don't want to say I hate cardio. I hate the traditional way of cardio, for, if you want to put it that way. The walking on the treadmill or the riding the bike in the gym, stuff like that. I can't stand that. But I do get out and get steps. I get 10K steps and I'm cool with that. That's perfect enough for me. I can walk through my neighborhood, go to a park, walk a track, anything. I get them steps in, I'm cool with that. And then my job is very active, so I burn a lot of calories that way too. So that might be different for you. This is just what I did. But yeah, I got my 10K steps just through walking, or I'll get my steps through walking, doing my job, or just basically those two. And a little bit of walking on the treadmill just as a warm-up, just to get my body going as I'm drinking my pre-workout or something like that. But yeah, I don't want to get to rambling. I'll do a specific video just on that type of stuff. But your workout and your cardio, get them locked in and be real detailed on what you're doing and slowly be getting stronger as the weeks go. All right, so we have 4 now. 4 is be patient, bro. I can't stress that enough. Be patient. It took you years to put the fat on. For me, that last time I fell off, it was over a 4-year span of just eating crap, drinking, and bullshitting. So it took me 4 years to put that weight back on. Why would I expect to get it off in a month or 2? And that's where most people fail. People that was way bigger than me, smaller than me, wherever you starting from. It's not gonna happen overnight. You're not gonna go in that gym, eat like you supposed to, work out, and think the weight gonna fall off in a month or 2. No. Get that shit out your mind right now. You gotta fall in love with the process of what's going on. Fall in love with just the lifestyle, because this shit is a lifestyle. You gotta adapt to it and just love it and just do it. And even the days you ain't loving it, just do it. Get shit done. That's the only way you're gonna see the results. So for me, when I got back on what I was supposed to be doing, it was November 2024. And I didn't start to see some type of change until February 2025, the beginning of the year. So from that little time span, I was just grinding. I'm just going. I'm in my flow. Every day I'm eating right. Every day I'm going to the gym. My rest days, I'm still chilling. I'm watching YouTube videos. I'm working out on what I'm about to do the next day. So you just got to stay positive and be patient. That's the only thing I can say about 4. Be patient, bro. It's gonna come. All right, and then 5. 5 is gonna be pictures, videos, anything looking back on where you came from, because that's what's gonna keep you motivated. Go back to your old videos, old pictures. Remember the pain. Remember how that shit felt. Because during your journey, it's not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. So sometimes you just got to remind yourself of where you came from. Go back to them pictures. Because if you following everything that I just said, you're going to start looking different. So go back to when you was looking fucked up. Get that pain back in your mind and just revisit it and keep moving forward. Because you're going to see how you was looking in and how you look now, and it's going to motivate you again. If you feeling like you don't see the result, because the thing that I was doing and the thing that a lot of people do, you looking at everybody else on Instagram, YouTube, people that never fell off during their journey or just got more disciplined than you, however it played out. They just look better than you. And you looking at that, and then you looking at yourself in the mirror, and it can get discouraging. You got to do you versus you. That's all that matter. You can't base you off the guy that's just been on point for 10 years. That's where I was kind of getting tricked out of my mind for seconds. Then I had to snap out of it like, no, I'm tripping. Let me focus on me. So I go back to my pictures and how I used to look. So that's 5. It's you versus you. Go back to your old pictures. Remember your pain that you went through and look towards the goal, because you almost there. Trust me, if you keep doing it and you keep doing everything that I just said, it's going to feel like you just wake up one morning and you lean like, damn, I got the 6-pack, the veins popping, and you're going to feel good about yourself, and you're going to be proud that you finally made the step towards looking great. So yeah, that's my quick video. That's really all I did. Like I said, it's simple, but it's not easy. So the hardest thing, though, I will say, is just making the first step. So once you make that first step, follow these steps that I just showed you. Well, not showed you, but told you. And trust me, you gonna get there. Look at my thumbnail. I got there, and I still got a long way to go. But hey, I'm where I need to be. So I see y'all on the other end when y'all get y'all new body. Peace.